Hello everyone. I all hope you had a beautiful day and I'm very sorry for yesterday's interruption. Turns out my phone had a timeout while I was busy recording. Today I'm gonna make sure that I recorded on time and I finish on time. Today we're here to discuss Magic Girl. Magic Girl's early life, that she was born in a magical school of witches and fairies. She was quietly raised by higher ups, by old fairies and old guardians who exactly taught her how to nurture her powers and her magical powers and her magical gifts and her magical trait in doing so. In able to exactly do so, Magical Girl learned that her father is Magic Man, who is a superhero and a member of the United Heroes, who is saving the world and the planet from all sinister threats such as Commander Sky, the Shadow Empire warlords, a supervillain known as Owen Darkness and Ray Darkest, and also Victor Darkness and all the other villains and all the other sinister sorcerer. Magic Girl had a companion in magic school known as Witchcaster. She and Witchcaster would exactly compete on themselves in their early lives in order to exactly see which one of them is the strongest. But in actual truth, guys, Magic Girl is the strongest magician and magican being throughout sacred history and throughout magical history as well. She is very determined to make sure that her powers are born with light magic and are born with light energy. During her early life with encounter with Witchcaster, they were exactly fighting amongst themselves in order to exactly see which one of them is the strongest. Witchcaster grew more obsessed in outbeating, and competing against Magic Girl, able to exactly turn her magic into ice and into lightning, into dark lightning, purple lightning, and into dark magical crystals, able to refuse them. Magical even took high lessons in order to learn how to create rituals and ceremonies, how to heal planets, worlds, civilizations. She even had the ability to open portals, light magical portals, to teleport herself through worlds and other dimensions and other villages. Within the age of 10, Magical managed to create a magical crystal so beautiful and so quietly geared with the rest of her magical colleagues in magic school, able to exactly create a magical show and a magic to celebrate her magical birthday party. She was able to exactly experience her powers, able to nurture herself and take good care of herself. In doing so, Magical became so quietly great and so quietly grown as a full woman and as a full beautiful young girl, determined to exactly do the right thing for the rest of humanity and for the rest of sacred world and for the rest of the sacred universe. Within the age of 20, when she reached the teenager's age, she went to the human world to do magical shows and magical events in order to exactly make humans happy and more quietly happy at the time. In order to give them their birthday presents, she started making magician shows and practices shows. When she learned that there's a sinister sorcerer known as Switch, a supervillain of an evil sorcerer who was wreaking havoc on the world, she intended to stop him and she prevented him. His dark magic was more powerful than Magical's magic at the point of her light magic, but she managed to cause him to flee thanks to her defection of her magic. Magical even crossed paths with the deadly witches, with deadly dark witches such as Nebula Bringer, Witchcaster, Darkeron, the Sun Witches, the Nature Witches, the Power Witches, the Ancient Witches, the Lightning Witches, the Sacred Witches, and the Universal Witches. She crossed paths with all these adversaries, and she managed to exactly fight them all off and quietly managed to defeat them. Nebula Bringer was the most powerful adversary that Magical Girl had to fight at the age of 23, and she was able to exactly defeat her and managed to exactly vanquish her back to whatever universe or sacred universe she came from. At the age of 30, Magical became a young woman and a very determined woman, and Magic Man began to introduce her to the Universal Heroes, to the team of Universal Heroes, and she started joining the team of Universal Hero, who she learned that they were fighting a sinister, villainous organization known as the Founders, the Order of the Six, the Order of the Five, the Order of the Five, the Order of the Seven, the Dark Order, the Dark Order, the Dark Order, the Sacred Five, Order of the 12, and all these villainous organization and even the Galactic, all these villainous organization intending on ruling Earth and conquering the entire known universe and the rest of sacred universe and the rest of sacred worlds. Magical was determined to exactly help the Universal Heroes fight the very same adversaries she was fighting, able to exactly protect mankind from all dangers and from all threats. During her aspects, she encountered with Switch, the powerful dark sorcerer, able to exactly fight him off and able to exactly banish him off again from the earthly plane. And this time she encountered another encounter with another powerful dark sorcerer known as Witch Boy, known as the Dark Witch Boy, known as the Dark Witch Boy, who is more powerful and more deadly, who is a member, who is a high-ranking member of the Founders, who was wreaking a lot of chaos and a lot of havoc on the other sacred worlds. Magical managed to exactly defeat him with the help of Magic Man and the help of the Universal Heroes, able to fight him off when he was still creating a dark ritual and a very dark incantation. In doing so, Magical's powers grew more powerful, they grew more wiser, more lighter, more greater, and more powerfully greater and more understanding, able to revive worlds and heal planets and able to converge, able to use her convergence with other magic fairy heroes and magic fairies and all light hunters as well, able to give life to worlds and to dead planets and to other sacred worlds and other sacred planets. Magical even attended a conference of the Universal Heroes discussing their options on how to take the Court of Nature down and also the Haviken Core. She was quietly present at the time when she learned the Haviken Core, an alien race of conquerors who conquer planets and worlds and who have become the highest competitors in the entire intergalactic dominance of the Shadow Empire, who had they been fighting with for centuries to come. Metrico quietly got the scope and the memo, and she was quietly still working with the rituals and with the magical powers and with the magical pondering, trying to learn more about Nebula Bringer's plan and her sinister plan. She even learned that Nebula Bringer discovered a magical temple on the far edges of the sacred universe, and she went there herself to gain the knowledge and the power. In doing so, it strengthened her magic and also her capacity and also her energy, able to detect Nebula Bringer's power and also Darkron and also Witchcaster and also Dark Witch Boy and also Switch any to feel any of the magical presence or energies being used. Magical even attended another conference of the United Heroes, since she's a member of the United Heroes and a member of the Universal Heroes, where the United Heroes were discussing a way to save humanity from Mr. X's obsession to conquer the planet and the rest of humanity as well. When he was talking on the show, the other heroes were quietly present by listening to this. Mr. X even hired a member of the Haviken Core bodyguard to protect his entire facility and all his products from being sold to the rest of the world. Magical couldn't exactly intervene with the other heroes because she was quite their magical, her abilities are magical, and she couldn't exactly assist. Her assistance is quite needed by fighting magical foes, magical threats, or powerful intergalactic gladiators, or magical foes, or foes who use shadow abilities such as Zenith Darkness, Zack Darkest, or Michael Horn, Michael Hunter, or Peter Well, and all these other sinister villains and foes who are powerful intergalactic gladiators. Magical is so determined and so bright and full of great sense of humor and very quietly admiring. She's so beautiful, smart, attractive, and also very crafting her own magical abilities and learning all the secrets she can harness in order to save humankind and all the other worlds and all the sacred worlds and all the sacred universe from all the other planets when the entire sacred universe was waging war against itself with the Shadow and the Universal Space Heroes. Magical was out there meditating in her light room, trying to sense Nebula Bringer's magical energy and dark energy, trying to in hopes of trying to track her down and even quietly stop her. Her philosophy is based on peace, prosperity, and also quietly renewable. She intends to save all the worlds and all the universes with her father. Her relationship with her father is so good and so great. They quietly know about each other. Metrico quietly lost her mother when she was given birth to her because her mother exactly was the most powerful magician ever known in the early years of her life, and she was quietly more pregnant with Magical, who quietly absorbed her magic and her power, but apparently she quietly died through the pregnancy. Magical fought against Witchcaster, all the other supervillains, and all the other magical foes and monsters, and all sinister threats during her long life and during her early life. As a young child, she learned and studied, determined herself to succeed, and to also make sure that she gets a better reputation and a better future to becoming a member of the Universal Heroes. And she was a member of the Universal Heroes, and she joined fully, happily, and she became a family of the family of heroes and work together with the other heroes to save Earth and all the other planets and all the other worlds from threats and sinister forces alike. Yes. So guys, I hope you all subscribe and enjoy your day. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.